Welcome to Story Ideas on the Fly, where we pick a random prompt from the hat and try to develop it into a story idea. Let's see what we've got today. Cows had a powerful society, or some equivalent farm animal. Okay. Man, someone needs to screen these things.
It says had. It doesn't mean they always that they.
So there are two ways to do this.
I can think of two options. Go on.
One is they have a powerful society, but it's a secret society, and they don't let humans know about it. Or they used to have glory days, but then they kind of devolved after something happened and turned into basically farm animals.
This honestly sounds. Sorry.
She has two ideas.
May have only been one, but the big one, one of the possibilities I was considering was lycanthropes, where cows, where pigs, where glores, or whatever you want to call them.
Ooh.
You could have.
I just like the idea of the cows themselves.
Okay.
I'm kind of liking the lycanthropes. It would make it easier to write, I think. Mm-hmm. You know, having your
you can have anthropomorphic.
Is
It's been done multiple times.
Or you can have anthropomorphic style animals.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, something I'm just wanting to note. I've actually seen this exact idea in a story before.
Really?
It was actually more of a passing comment in a story, but in the book not Children of Time, that's a completely different one. All Tomorrows. One of the species in it are the Pterasapiens or something. No, it wasn't them. But they ended up discovering that their most common farm animals, humans, used to rule the galaxy.
Okay, yeah, I can see humans ruling the galaxy. I'd have a harder time with cows. Now, you could do something, if you want, and make this set so all the characters
Although the thing that actually with that is that with it, the reason that humans no longer ruled the galaxy and why they devolved into farm animals was because of an external threat that pretty much eradicated humanity.
Yeah,
so
and that's
a horror story anyway.
And we're not trying to write that.
Yeah, just want to point out that is an option.
Yes.
Okay.
Generally, I recommend trying to stay sort of towards human characters or humanoid characters, just because it's a lot easier for readers to
No, it is
relate.
This would be legitimately. Cows were the ones who had the powerful society.
No.
Okay, but what if we had either... I like this idea of cows having some organization, but what if we did where, you were saying lycanthropes? Did the lycanthropes in reverse, where on the full moon or whatever we want to use, it doesn't have to be full moon.
Okay.
The cows turn into humans.
Okay. That could be interesting.
I know, it's an odd idea, but that's what the Story Ideas on the Fly is for, is to come up with a...
Okay.
Yeah, but how would that work?
First lycanthropy. That's an interesting concept.
Well, there are different versions of lycanthropy.
Yeah. No, the problem I'm having with that is that would instantly make this ridiculously dark.
Because people are eating cows?
Yeah.
Fair enough. That does make it dark. Depending on the world, though, it doesn't have to be the same society
Based
as
on the way it said it sounded to me like these guys are no longer intelligent. This is something of the past.
Oh, an interesting
thing. I
thing.
think what happened is cows used to be a lot more intelligent than they currently are, and actually had some kind of society. They wouldn't have it like an advanced society like human society. They don't have opposable thumbs. But maybe you had like a few tribes of cows that learned agriculture.
Maybe they had some kind of telekinesis or telepathy or some kind of magical ability. And then when they lost that ability, then they went back to being more
feral, and then eventually evolved into cows and became food type thing.
Okay. Now the question is, what got them to lose this telekinesis? What got them to devolve?
Necessarily, I'm still liking the reverse lycanthrope. Give me a second on it, okay?
Okay.
What if this was a lycanthropy thing, where you've got people that could turn into cows? Now, I don't know really what advantage being a cow over a person would have, but
None.
Greater strength.
yeah, they do have strength.
Strength, being able to kill any human you find in an instant.
Yeah, but we don't generally want to kill humans in an instant. But my point
What about
is,
a lion?
okay, yeah,
Cows are stronger than we give them credit for.
yeah, okay,
Fair enough.
but my point
Especially
is,
bulls.
my point is that you had this this society of, it said they had a powerful society. So you had a lycanthropic society, but in this you have your cows, maybe you've got some wolves or some, other things that bats
Mhm.
that are more dangerous and stuff. And so there was war between them. The cows came up, they had this more powerful society. But the lycanthropy over time made it so that where they were humans turning into cows on a full moon or whenever it was, it became to where they became more and more
Cow-like?
the animal they were, and
Mhm.
less human. So now
Okay.
they're to a point where the cows only turn human, once every few weeks. And
Uh-huh.
now they're going, okay, we need to, how do we,
Mm-hmm.
how do we get back to a society where we are, cows are
Yeah.
not food, where things are not? Okay, now you can
That would
totally
be
tell me.
interesting.
Okay, Michael, wait, you may now tell me why that's a bad idea and give me a better one. Go ahead.
Well, the main problem with it is just how dark it is.
Okay.
You are eating people.
Well, not necessarily.
Well-
Not all societies eat cows.
Okay, so we're
Well,
Indian
it's
then?
specifically to say farm animal, but
Yeah,
you
farm
could have
animals.
the
You can still farm cows for their milk, though.
yeah,
For milk and cheese. So
I
they could
say-
be farm animals
and
for
that's
milk
kind
and
of the main
cheese.
advantage of cows
and it
over other
could
farm
be
animals. Is if you
taboo
want them to
to
still
eat
be somewhat
cows in
intelligent,
this
is they can just
society.
be producing milk.
And not necessarily all cows are come from this tribe, because
Yeah.
if you sat there
But
and you
still,
said,
just to be safe,
if you
it might
said
be taboo
you
to
had
eat cows.
a werewolf, if you had a werewolf, that doesn't mean every wolf out there is a werewolf.
No.
So there could be a lot of cows that are not, but that could be one of the dark things about it, is that depending on how much communication they have in cow form, how much this could be a dark
Yeah.
story. That could be where your villain's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
You could have somebody
Yeah,
wanting
but then
to.
what would be the conflict? I mean, if these guys turn into a human occasionally, I feel like that would basically just be a news story going, a cow turned into a human this day, and now we are able to find out. Apparently, some cows can do this, and now we are screening
Not
all
if-
cows.
Why
Not if
some
this has
people
happened many
worship
times
them, right?
before. Yeah,
Okay.
not if this has happened before. Not if we know that that's why cows are taboo to eat in this society. And yes,
Or
we know that
screened.
or we know some people have cows that end up talking or turning into humans sometime on occasion. But for the most part, life goes on, and it's not considered a big deal because we're used to it. You could still have an interesting conflict, or
Yeah, the question is, what is the conflict? Because
Because
Mhm.
then that's just a setting.
Okay,
Well,
hey, it's an
you
interesting
always
start for a
have
setting.
somebody though that's going to always want, always going to try to exploit anything.
Well, so if cows had a powerful society, what replaced it?
Humans.
Or other lycanthropes. You could have your villains be, or not, or even just a situational villain of, now that the cows came, they were at large, then they became complacent and became more domesticated, and now other lycanthropes that haven't
So you
that haven't had their turn are kind of going, hey, it's our turn now, we're gonna step in.
So now you've got, instead of this being between the people kind of thing, don't, because we
or
they're doing
alternate
that.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Idea. What if you had since their lycanthropy has been basically taking over them, slowly turning them more into cows and humans, I think there'd be a large number of people who would be trying to find a way to reverse this to become more humanoid again, instead of living their lives as cows, because
Yeah.
that's less pleasant.
I'd rather spend more time as a human than a cow.
So, interesting concept. You could actually do a thing where the villains are also after this goal, but with the actual intention of restoring their old society and taking, if these lycanthropes were some of the first beings on the world, and then eventually and predated human civilization, he could be trying to return it to, hey, there was a time when we were the most powerful people on the planet. We want to take over the world again. And then you could also have the heroes also trying to reverse this lycanthropy curse, going, hey,
We can
being
spend more
human
time
would
as
be
humans.
nice, and it would be really funny
Yeah.
because the humans and the villains would be after the same goal for completely different reasons.
Well, I
That
think
could be
you
interesting.
That actually
complicate
does
this
sound
a
like
little
fun.
more because they're both after the same goal for different reasons. But where one really wants to be human and stay human because that's their roots, the other is sees humanity as a plague to be eliminated. So one is
Mhm.
trying to destroy humans because the lycanthrope people are better. And I think you still don't give up on this idea of other lycanthropes.
Oh yeah, there'd be other
Because
ones.
Yeah.
what would you say is a cow's, I don't know, is a cow's predators? What would be a threat? to
Humans.
it?
Were tigers.
No, besides
Tigers.
were
Were tigers
tigers.
would be pretty cool.
Yeah, were
Tigers
tigers.
don't live in the same areas.
So
Wolves
what?
do.
Well, they could here in this world.
Yeah, but wolves aren't as threatening to a cow, and
Not
Yeah,
individually.
tigers and cows can live in the same area. India.
Yeah, they do.
Tigers are native to India, and so are cows, or
So,
they
yeah.
live in India.
Mhm.
So okay,
You
so
know,
we've
or they're
got-
prevalent.
Cows
Mostly
are
tigers live in
native
Africa.
to it.
Okay, well,
though.
they're prevalent. Okay, what if, here's a thought I've had. What if the reason the lycanthropes became more and more cow-like was because they became more and more comfortable and complacent? Because when you take over the world, if you start, building yourselves air-conditioned, barns and, get very comfortable, maybe they start becoming more and
It
more.
might be a good way to
Animal.
rest. Yes. And
Might be very restful to rest as a cow, and
they stand
I'd
out
prefer
in
to
the
rest
sun
as a
eating grass.
cat.
There we
you
go.
I would be a werecat.
You could also have
Okay, but yeah,
or they could also
you
think
can
that
see that.
humanity's job is to serve us, so they bring us food and they take care of us, and they could kind of have domesticated themselves in some ways, where they were like,
yeah.
you bring us food, you give us these things, and
Okay.
we'll just kick back and relax.
You could be a
And
weird cat. You might be the cat pretty often and be like, oh yeah, I could go take a nap and nobody asked me to do anything.
If I was a werecat, then at this particular moment, I would be up there sleeping.
Yeah, probably.
napping in the
Yep.
sun. Oh, well, that's not the sun, but
No, but it's a nice little looking cranny that no one else can get access to.
there you go.
Sure,
There's
I
a
can. I
box
just
over
need
there.
to
You just
step
need
on a
to
chair.
take the top off of it.
There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
take that box, put it right there, and I just go sleep in it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
it's nice.
Okay.
There you go.
So yeah, so because these, and that could be an interesting thing with
Mhm.
you've gotten to a point now where a lot of these, were cows have become kind of lazy.
Mhm.
And so they're going, no, we're, resting, we've earned it,
Yeah.
particularly if they have a long life.
Humans serve us.
Yes, right. Hey, if
We're
the
not being domesticated.
if these other people are going in saying, hey, we want to, undo this, and some of them would, and you'd have levels. I
Yeah.
mean, not everyone's going to be lazy, but you'd have levels. But saying if they want to come in and get the serum, great, we'd love the serum, and but the humans, if they fight with the humans, that's their thing. But some of them would be going, no.
Mhm.
No, this where
This could
problem
be
we
very
need to
interesting
solve. We
because
need
you
to
could
get.
have a lot of different interests and groups.
And I really do
with
want to
different,
see the were tigers
where tigers would be fun. Where
Yes.
tigers.
because
How about
that's
were
going
octopi?
to because the were tigers they can
Octopies.
avoid the were octopi. But the is it what one
Octopies.
octopides? Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. So if we then take
Those are cool.
if we get the were tigers coming in, that's going to kind of force them up because that's the humans. They're not going to be after the humans.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's going to kind of force them to say, hey, wait a second. We can't just sit on our laurels. We have to just get up. We have to fight back. We have to, or we're
Mhm.
going to be dead. And so
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a bit of a turning point for them as a race and going, we need to do something.
Yeah.
These are going to be a threat.
Which are where tigers could be hiding that fact, saying, "Oh yeah, no, rest easy. You're not being domesticated. Humanity
Well, this
is serving
happened. Well, the
you."
domestication happened years ago, I think.
Right.
So
Yes, but that
Okay.
after the fact, they're still kind of going, "Oh no, you're not
Yeah, we all
You're
know
not
what,
subservient to humans. They're subservient to
we
you.
all know what happens to animals when you domesticate them. They become as dumb as our chickens, right? Or my dog. I'm not saying all dogs are stupid, but we have some dumb ones.
Yep. But cute.
Yes, I love them, but
All right.
they're not smart.
So a hero.
Okay, so who's our hero?
Should our hero
obviously-
be a werecow?
I
If
think-
you don't want to have it so that he's constantly skipping giant chunks of time, I don't think you should.
Okay.
Because based
What
on the
should
way
he be
we've
then?
described it, the were-cows are spending most of their time in cow form and can't do much.
Fair
So,
enough.
It would basically be the kind of thing where you're skipping a month in between every day.
That is true.
Yep.
That could be
Fair enough.
interesting
You
to
could
write.
It would
do
be
that,
interesting
though.
to write, but it would be really hard to have him be able to do anything.
It would make it be a challenge because you basically
Yeah.
have to, kind of every chapter be the next month what goes on,
Yeah. He could.
during the next.
That could
Where
be
phase.
though his journey to figuring out, hey, something's up, and pushing himself to do more, and
that could actually be a very interesting
so
thing.
he's having to overcome this natural instinct to go,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm a cow.
and
Feed me, humans.
I think
and
as
I'll
he
rest.
decides more and more, the more drive he's got to do this stuff, the longer he's going to start staying in human form. And
That could
and
be
I
an
think
interesting
that's
way
one
to
of
do
the
it.
things that they're going to really need to figure out is that it's not so much the serum that they need
Mhm.
as the will they need.
Wait, when did the serum ever come into this?
Well, didn't you say they were looking for a way to be more?
They were looking for a way to be human
We
more
didn't
often.
specify that it was a serum, but
Okay.
it's very likely that
Right,
if they
yeah.
are looking for something like that, there would be those, at least some people trying to develop a serum.
True.
There could be
I
other
was
things people are
thinking-
trying to do. Miracle pills, medicines, herbs.
I
you
was
know.
thinking
Miracle
more
pills, coat them in chocolate.
we need to restore re-evolve our species type thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
So anyway,
We've
Yeah,
got
there's more than one way.
several villains. I mean, we would want to
Yeah.
pick a specific, leader
A,
of the group.
a villain to make it personal
Right,
with and
a
have your
group-
final
a leader
battle.
of the
Although if we
group
are going to have it
of-
so that this guy, our main character, is a werecow, I actually kind of vote that we start the story while the werecows are still in charge. But then it's just skipping so much time between everything that it quickly gets to the point where he ends up realizing, wait a second,
We're
are
not
we
on
not
top
in charge anymore?
You
Wait,
could
how-
do that.
How
You
much
could do
time was
that.
I as a cow?
This could actually be really
4 months?
interesting.
Wait, you mean yesterday was 4 months ago? Yeah? Yeah, you skipped 4 months in a single nap, effectively.
He could actually be royalty among the cows, like a prince or someone, which is why he's the one who starts going, wait a second. Aren't we supposed to be in charge? What's going on? Or finding out that the reports they're giving him are false. Where they're like, yes, your majesty, here's the reports, and
This could be interesting. It'd be
be
challenging.
Or
very
if he
right.
asks a human
Yeah,
for a
fun.
report, or to what the state of the kingdom is like, and the human goes, What kingdom? What kingdom are you talking about, man?
that one fell like 3 years ago.
Yeah. I think a
3
were-rat
years
would be
ago.
fun to have in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
If
man.
you want, so this is kind of having kind of a more Asian feel, you could go with the zodiac, the Chinese zodiac, and put creatures in. Have creatures for all of the 12 zodiac.
Is the cow one of the zodiac?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not up on Chinese zodiac.
Was the tiger was one of them too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And so was the dragon.
Yes.
And so it's a rat.
But the dragon was also could be considered, like, you could go with
Oh, a
different
snake?
versions of
Dang it. I was
a
hoping
dragon.
an actual dragon.
You can go with different versions of a dragon if
I
you
was
want.
hoping an actual giant
Hey,
Or you can bring
Anyway.
a dragon in, I don't care.
Anyway,
How would you like to do this?
Or the dragon could be something that is, human for 10 years and then comes out as a dragon for a week and then is,
Mhm.
so it's not a
There you
major
go.
factor in it.
You could do that.
Okay.
So how would you like to do it? Let us know in the comments
we're
what
not
you would do
quite-
with the...
quite
sorry.
done. You
All
can't
right.
end yet. Where's our love story?
Where's our love
He
story?
falls in love with a cow. End of story.
Okay, I guess we're done. I was thinking another were-cow.
Yes, a cow.
Okay, okay. He falls in love with the cow.
Can lycanthropes in this world, go together? So could she be a were-tiger or a were-rat?
Falls in love with a seahorse. They're part of the Chinese zodiac, right?
In some versions, they're considered seahorses were considered baby dragons. So you
Oh.
can
I
have her
think
be.
there's plenty of places you can put a love story in here. On that note, we'll just say goodbye and we'll see you next time. Don't